Hello and welcome to this edition of TMA's Farm Margin Talk. This is Devin Sherling, Grain Marketing Manager for TMA. I would like to draw your attention to our Farm Margin Index. This gives us a snapshot of what the estimated profit per acres will be for our four main commodities at the end of day today. As you can see, the most all numbers are continue to stay in the black, but the number I want to draw your attention to is the massive change we've seen in profitability from last Friday to this, with corn primarily leading the way, with a $73 change in dryland corn and a $149 change in irrigated corn. But wheat also saw some remarkable changes as well, but the one that remains fairly flat is our soybean crop as we move forward. So to give you a little better idea of where we came up with our numbers, this just gives you another detailed look at what changes we may have made from last week to this, as well as for those who like more information to just get a more detailed look. So today we're going to talk about corn profitability, and we need to have a couple of assumptions. Number one, with irrigated corn, we're going to talk about 185 bushel APH. We're going to use a projected expenses of $745 per acre, and we're going to use a 250, 80, 40 NPK ratio. And remember, this is for the 2012 crop, so the crop that is being planned for today, but not even planted. And then the assumptions on the dry land are similar, but we're going to use a 90 bushel APH, expenses of $398 an acre, and a 130, 50, 30 NPK ratio. So what a difference a week makes, that's what this graph points out. You can see how on irrigated corn we had that $150 move in just simply 1 week. So as we're talking about 2012 corn, what does $267 an acre of profit mean to me? Well, this graph shows you from the 2008 crop year through the 2011 crop year what that would look like. And as you can see, $267 an acre of potential profit is a number that we very rarely see in our corn crop. Now, I'm not saying it's time to lock in your corn profitability today, but you need to have a goal, a profit objective in mind, and be ready to pull the trigger on purchasing your inputs and selling your grain to lock in that profitability on your operation. Looking at the dryland profitability, similar story, similar results. You have $140 of acre profit potential on your 2012 dryland corn, and this graph even looks better than the previous one because you can see that even fewer times have we seen this type of profit per acre. So what's going to move our margin in the next week? Well, it's a pure and simple answer. It's the heat wave, the high pressure ridge, the proverbial dome of death that people are talking about moving into the corn belt. So as we continue to move through the weekend and next week, that will be the major mover of our margins today. For more additional information, contact TMA's grain marketing or crop insurance specialist. Thank you and have a great day.